I wish I was sitting with you face to face in person, but this is the next best thing. I'd love to share with you what God has done in 2010 and how He has led us to start a new ministry called Reaching the Hungry in word and deed. 2010, I spent several weeks in China meeting with the government, and we kicked off an underground seminary for home pastors, home church pastors. It was really exciting. There were about 30 or 40 pastors there, and some of them oversaw 100 churches. And then I got to go to Malawi. I stayed in Malawi for a month, and we had 80 Americans come from different parts of the United States, representing 15 different churches. We had doctors, we had all kinds of different ministries going on. The doctors did surgeries. I even got to witness and video some surgeries out in the village. And that was amazing to me. We did sewing, we did farming, we did construction, we did evangelism, showed the Jesus film. And I had the opportunity to teach for 2 weeks. We had evangelists from all over Malawi come for intense training. They asked me to do some of the teaching of some of the workshops. And I brought some EvangeCubes, 300 of them, and taught them how to use the EvangeCubes. I even did some AIDS training, which was amazing to me, and I taught how to do shepherding. God really opened up some great opportunities there. But one of the highlights of that trip, I took a small group of people, and we drove as far as we could, and then we hiked in for several hours to this remote village. Now, they had not seen white people since 1963. And during that time when we were out there, the doctors got to do checkups, we played with the kids, and they asked me if I would speak to the chiefs. So they had surrounded all these chiefs together, and I got to share with them. I drew on the ground the bridge illustration, and then got to go over Romans Road with them, and prayed with 16 chiefs to accept Christ. It was so exciting. Now, those 16 chiefs wanted to have a Bible study weekly, so I gave them a talking Bible. So now every Wednesday afternoon, these chiefs are sitting and listening to the New Testament in Chichewa, their language. I took another group of pastors back in the fall, and Lisa got to go with me. And I was told that group had grown to 25 chiefs. So it was exciting because we took over 200 talking Bibles there, and we're setting up listening groups. And that was just, in the last year, I've probably taken over close to 1,000 talking Bibles. So God has just blown us away by the fruit of that ministry. One of the talking Bibles, a lady used it for 6 months, and she said she exposed 860 people to Christ, to the gospel, and 380 of them had accepted Christ. So that's led us up to starting our own ministry called Reaching the Hungry in word and deed. The word is using Talking Bibles, which is one of my major partners, Talking Bibles International. So I'm setting up listening groups all over the world with Talking Bibles International. We just sent a team to Kenya to record a new language for the Sudan. And then World Vision is another one of my partners. In fact, I'm leaving in 2 weeks to El Salvador with World Vision to do some ministry down there. And in December alone, I drilled a few water wells, raised funds to drill some water wells in different parts of the world. So I'm excited about 2011. I hope I get to see you in person and have a fantastic new year.